The student section guys, they're hostile, they're relentless.
What's up, Saluki Nation? Welcome to another episode of In The Dawg Pound. Our guest this week is Coach Nick Hill. Nick, thanks for joining us.
I appreciate it, man. I've been a lot of big shoes to fill. This is a big time to get asked to do this.
Yeah, well, I wanted to start with something that I haven't asked you before. And obviously we spent a lot of time together the last couple of years. But why didn't you want to be my teammate? You know, as soon as I stepped foot on campus, you stopped playing basketball.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was something you heard about me.
Yeah.
I didn't know if Matt Shaw had something at scholarship where he could be the only Southern Illinois guy
for sure
on the roster. I haven't asked you it, and I've always wanted to ask you it.
Honestly, that's probably, I wouldn't say a regret, but something that I still remember this, talking to Coach Watson. We got beat by Appalachian State in the playoffs. I was Joel's backup. Coach Kill the whole time. I've never really told this story either on air. Is he always told me I could play both sports.
Yeah.
You know, when he got me to come back, you can play both sports and all this kind of stuff. And then I was leaving this computer class, and Coach Lowry was like, take a day off and then come to practice the next day. But I had all intentions of playing. He was like, we got your locker and stuff, but take one day off and then come Tuesday. So Tuesday I'm leaving. And Sharon Lipe calls me and is like, hey, what are you doing? I was like, I'm heading to basketball practice. He was like, Coach Kill wants you to stop by and see him. And I'm like, all right. So I stop in, and he was like, I think you need to take a couple more days off, maybe think about this thing. You're going to be the starting quarterback, all this stuff. So I tell Coach Lowry. He's like, okay. And then I called my dad and was like, Kill doesn't want me to play basketball. I know he doesn't. And so but then you guys go on and have this success. I don't know how many years I would have played, but it was I learned a ton the year even I redshirted.
Yeah.
Just how to win, the competitiveness.
Yeah.
It made me tougher. I just practice dummy against these guys, Stetson and Darren and JT, and you're doing these full court one-on-one drills and pre-practice. You just roll it out. I remember that. That's how they started, just one-on-one from the top of the key. You know what I mean? And so I love my time. I wish I would have done that.
Yeah. The next thing is that I wanted to bring up with you is triathlons, right? I just don't understand. Why not an Ironman for you? Why sell yourself short?
Yeah.
You decide to do a triathlon this summer. You're
a short one.
You're a big time runner.
Yeah.
You work out all the time. And we always talk to our guys about pushing themselves. And you got an opportunity to do an Ironman, you choose a triathlon only.
Yeah, but see, the thing is that he's not telling you is that we had, when we lived by each other, we had this loop, and we would hit it, and his wife Katie, and they just started putting it on me. I got him like the first time, and then the competitiveness came out in him. And a few times he just started. It's like 4.2 miles, some pretty good hills out there on Bosquedale. And then when we hit that 6 miler, when we ran up there to Life's stand, really crushed me. And so it hurt my will a little bit. But no, I might do it one day. I enjoyed the triathlon. You know how it gets, like just being able to accomplish something.
Yeah.
You start getting old and there's nothing to push yourself just to see if you can do it. I thought the shorter one would have been a lot easier, and it wasn't.
Yeah, it was cold that day.
It was cold. It was in Iowa. I got to find a better weather, better time of the year. I got to be strategic.
Well, let's talk about our time as student athletes here, and just that 2000 run for this whole athletic department was pretty special, and just what it was like for you. Obviously, be the quarterback, be a student athlete down here, but I go back to it, and it was just like championships were the norm, like expected for all the programs here, and stepping back from it now, realizing how special of a time that was in Saluki athletics.
Yeah, it really reflecting back. I mean, you guys, women's basketball, softball, we went to the semifinals. 2007 really was a unbelievable year. And I felt that. It wasn't a pressure, it was like an expectation. When I took over from Joel, it was like, and I've talked to our team about that, like even winning one playoff game, that wasn't what even excited me.
Yeah.
Like it would have been a huge disappointment. It was like, no, we have to do one better. Like this is to go to the semifinal game, get home playoff games. Like So the expectation of winning a conference championship or putting yourself in, that was just like the standard. Like, we can't lose this game. Like, and so I don't know. And I think that's what expectations, seeing the guys above you do it at a high level.
Sure.
I was a freshman, I couldn't wait for my opportunity. And then I really do think that the programs thrive off each other, you know, like coming to your guys' games and seeing like game day here, and just there was an expectation if you were a Saluki and you were going to suit up, like, you know, we can't be average.
Yeah. You know, in terms of, for both of us being head coaches at our alma maters, and this is our first head coaching opportunity, talk about the responsibility that you kind of feel, and you being from Southern Illinois, growing up here, you know, because for me, that's probably the biggest thing that I feel on a day-to-day basis. You know, both of us gave everything we had to this place, literally blood, sweat, and tears, and now they're giving us an opportunity to give back in a different way. And, you know, I just want my guys to have the experiences I had, to have the memories, to have the relationships, and maybe even at a higher level, you know, and that responsibility of, you know, this is where I graduated from, you know, this is where I want the program to be at.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question. I mean, for yourself, for me, it just means more at the place that gave you so much. Really, that's really how I think about it. If it wasn't for Coach Kill taking a kid from DuQuoin and giving him a scholarship and just the experiences that I got, I mean, it changed the course of my life. And now I'm back here, and not for my own self, we're all competitors, but to give those kids those experiences that you had here in Carbondale. The Saluki Nation is one like any other too. You know, that the lifetime connections and people that you meet, and just the feeling. So yeah, I think it's every day I come in the office, nobody's ever had to tell me what it means, or the expectations that we put on ourselves. You know, that there's a high standard and there's not going to be any excuses. And but I want it for Saluki Nation too. You know, like as far as, and I know you feel the same way, like Arch Madness and playing in that last game, and I expect to be up there and be a fan. I like being a fan and coming to those things. But same thing, like, we haven't played a home playoff game in Saluki Stadium, and a lot of people sacrifice a lot of things, money, effort, a lot of past people. So there's a lot of things here that we have yet to accomplish that I want to, for those fans to enjoy. Yeah.
Well, this is In The Dawg Pound, you know, and in terms of our student section, it's such a big part of our programs, you know, and you guys got your first home football game this Saturday night, 6 o'clock. Just talk to the students a little bit about, you know, what it means to be part of the Dawg Pound, and, you know, how big of a part of the student life it is, and then how much it means to your guys and your program to have that student section filled up.
Yeah, well, first, what it would mean to us is honestly just an impact on the game. I mean, really an impact on our program. I don't think they understand what it means to everybody. I mean, the coaches, they're as big a part. I'm meeting with like 30 captains that have signed up this week, and just telling them what that means. They're like they matter just as much as some of these players, and our players would say that, and our captains are going to go up and talk to them. And you know, we felt that at Kansas State. We came out for warm-ups, and there's not a seat left in the student section. And it looked fun to me. You know what I mean? I'm like, if I'm a student and I can go to a college football game, maybe do a little tailgating, go in the student section, have some fun. You know, the experiences, the pictures, when you look back and you're like, yeah, I was 19, 20, 21 years old. I love going to football and basketball games, and so we have to do our part, and I get that, and that's what I've told our team. The number one, you know, ticket seller is to be a good team. Give them something they want to come and watch, and play in big games at home. And so I'm excited for that. I think we just have to create that standard that the Dawg Pound is one of the best student sections in the country, and I feel like we can do it. Yeah,
for sure. I think, you know, your first game this Saturday night, I say, you know, next week sometime, every student that comes to your game, free Chick-fil-A sandwiches at the Student Center.
I'm with you. I'm
Are
all
you good?
for that. I'm
Me
good.
and you do that?
I'm good with
We'll
that.
do the same thing for the home opener for basketball.
I'm in. I'm in.
Next
Like,
week, free Chick-fil-A
free.
sandwiches. We'll
if
go
you
there
can-
at 12 to 12:30 or
I'm in.
something.
That's big
Get all the
time.
students, everyone that shows up.
No doubt.
All right, we're going to end with a segment that we always do. It's called 0.5 seconds. In our program, we talk about sharing the ball and ball movement and having 0.5 seconds to pass, shoot, and dribble. For you guys, it could be 2-minute drill or hurry up offense or whatever it is. So these are just some quick questions, you know, that you got to answer without thinking as much. All right, without thinking as much. All right. First one, what's your favorite part of campus?
Campus Lake.
Campus Lake. What's your favorite season of the year?
Fall
season. What place did you eat at the most down here as a student?
Man, that's not good. Quattro's.
Quattro's?
Yeah.
All right, you can only do one for the rest of your life, hunting or fishing.
Hunting.
Hunting? The girls are going to be mad.
I know. I'm trying to get them to hunt.
All right, next question is about your girls. All right, between Charlie and Sky, looking forward, if one of them's going to be a coach and one of them's going to work a 9 to 5 and have the weekends and enjoy her social life, which one's which?
I think Skylar's probably going to be enjoying the social life. Probably. I mean, Charlie's got a little bit of mix of everything. I think she might be a little bit of a bulldog, but I could see her coaching and being pretty competitive.
Yeah. She's feisty.
Yeah, she is. She is.
All right, we had a lot of injuries this past year, and I'm hoping we don't have any this year. Obviously, you throw COVID on top of that. So if I come to you and I need 5 of your guys to play for us, can you give me a starting 5 from your team? 1 through 5, who you starting? We got.
I can. So this is going to get me in trouble, or this will cause some controversy for sure, because we have these arguments all the time. Number one, I would be in the top 5. I tell them all the time. And but if I had to, just on the top of my head, I'd be going Javon.
Yep, I've seen Javon.
Yeah. Zack Zabrowski, one of our backup quarterbacks, would definitely be a number 2 or number 3 solid player. Played on a big-time team in Minneapolis. He actually had a 5-star kid on our team, made a run at the state championship, and he was the starting point guard.
Okay.
I'd put Zabrowski at point guard. Anthony Knighton had some Division I looks coming out of high school. He's like, just a poor man's big man. But Knighton and Burner would be, the 4 and 5 for us for sure.
Right.
Both of them,
block out, rebound, some
for
toughness.
sure, for sure, some tough. Both of them get up and dunk with 2 hands. We've done a lot of that.
And the name of the best student section in the country is?
Dawg Pound.
Dawg Pound. All right. Everyone come out, football game Saturday, 6 p.m. See you guys there.